Welcome to this edition of Who's Your Daddy, where we're going to talk about coat, color, genetics, and cats. Hi, I'm your host, Amanda Sturm, and I'd like to welcome you to the Montcalm Area Career Center. In today's lesson, your students will become the host of the Who's Your Daddy Cat Genetics Talk Show. Their job will be to determine who the father of a litter of kittens is based on the mom, and they will have 4 optional dads to look at. Please make sure that you tell your students to give several reasons why they picked the dad that they picked and which ones they excluded. Now, let's look at our first example. So here we have a cat with a litter of 6 kittens. It's a little hard to tell, but there is a kitten right here. That is a calico. So we have a tortoise shell, we have a regular calico, we have a tabby with a white nose, we have a full white cat, we have an orange and white cat, and we have a little orange diluted kitten. Now, our 4 optional dads are Morris, the tabby, Shadow, the black, Snowy, the white cat with red markings, which we call a van, and then this white and orange tabby that we see here. What all the students are going to do is they're going to give you the genotypes and phenotypes that best fit the cat that they think is the dad of these kittens. Now, in some cases, they might feel that multiple of these cats can be the dad, and that's okay as long as they explain it to you in great detail and then tell you why they exclude others. Some of the basic genetic knowledge that I think your students need to have before they could complete this assessment is they need to have the vocabulary words dominant, recessive, codominant, incomplete dominance, multiple allele, and then they should know homozygous and heterozygous, as well as genotypes and phenotypes. I always begin with the basics, talking about how white blocks all color genes, and then how there is black, brown, and cinnamon for a multiple allele, and then how red and black are actually codominants, and that you won't get black kittens from a red cat, and that black cats can't produce orange kittens, because that kind of data helps the students more quickly identify who can be and who can't be the father in some of these genetic test problems that we're going to give them. I always start out by making sure every student has an equal footing. So we always talk about the basic Punnett square, how to set those up, and I give them some basic practice problems that I look for on the internet. So on a year that we're doing large animal, we focus on cattle genetics. On a year that we're doing small animals, we start with guinea pigs and cats. As you're using this unit in your classroom, I hope that you see that this can make many connections to other species that we use in agriculture frequently. Whether you're teaching about horse coat color, goat genetics, cattle genetics, or even rabbits, this works for any type of species genetics lesson that you have on coat colors. I hope that this makes genetics a little bit more fun in your classroom. So, happy squares!